Hi everyone and welcome. I am Chaitanya. You're watching Chai with Chaitanya. This is a place where I talk about books, movies, and fandom. And since this is the first day of the Pride month, I thought I should come here and wish all of you a very happy Pride. And I wanted to talk about all the books that I've picked up for my Pride month's TBR, and that is 7 books because there are 7 colors in the rainbow. And while I have not been very creative as to color coordinate each of these books with the color of the rainbow, I think it still counts. So I will be going ahead and talking about each of this book in very brief, but before that I hope you have subscribed to my channel. If you have, then please do give this video a thumbs up so that it can reach out to more people, and let's go. The first book that I have here with me is a copy that was sent in by Bloomsbury India, and that is Are You Enjoying by Meera Sethi. This is a collection of short stories, all of which are written by one author, that is Meera. And as far as I am aware, she is of Pakistani origin. That means that there is a lot of Muslim representation in here, and I personally haven't read a lot of LGBTQIA based stories when it comes to Muslims. Really quite excited to pick this book up because I think it's going to be very breezy, as you can see from the length of it, and I will keep you posted what my thoughts are on this one. Next book that I have here is Loki, Where the Mischief Lies. This is a book written by Mackenzie Lee, and she is the author of The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, a book that I particularly enjoyed. It's a historical YA LGBTQIA fiction, and it has a bisexual representation with best friends to lovers happening in there. So it's a good book if you have not heard of it or if you have not read it so far, to pick it up for this Pride month. But coming back to this book, I mostly wanted to pick this up because one, the Loki web series is coming out on Disney Plus very soon. I've seen an interview of Mackenzie Lee where she had mentioned that this book acts like a prequel to the Loki that we have met in Marvel's first Thor film. Those of us who are aware of the Marvel comics, I think it's very clear that Loki has always been gender fluid and as well as bisexual and or pansexual. So in here he is friends with a sorceress called Amora, and when she does something which leads her to be banished from Asgard to Earth, Loki goes back to Earth to find her and to know that she's gone missing, and it involves a murder mystery. And I think on the process of which Loki meets certain somebody who also comes into the picture and becomes quite close to Loki. And I'm not sure if this is exactly queer or not, but I did see it marked as LGBTQIA on Goodreads, so I hope that this is, and it doesn't disappoint me. But again, like with Loki, I think you can never go wrong, so yes. Next up, I have Scarred by Ritika Jain, which is one of the 2 novellas that she had sent me, but I found this one more interesting, so I picked this one up for the Pride month. And in here we meet Janvi, who is forced into a marriage by her parents, and the man that she marries is absolutely abusive. So she somehow makes an escape from that abusive man, but because she feels so differently, she doesn't feel that she fits into the society and that the society is ready to accept her, which is quite the reality if you are in India, because here your life is basically everybody's life and everybody is constantly poking their noses in your life and in your business. So she somehow is not doing very well until she comes and meets this another woman, and she thinks that this is going to save her, but actually it isn't really that way because it's not that simple in India. So this book explores what it means to be a lesbian in Indian context, and I am quite honestly looking forward to it, again because I haven't really read a lot of lesbian fiction, and secondly because there are very few LGBTQIA fiction that I've read from India because there aren't too many of them, and the ones that are there, they really don't fall into the category and the genres that I personally usually pick up. So yes. Now I have Running with Lions by Julian Winters. Now this was a book that was sent in by my best friend Bookish Bell 1008 Vaishnavi for my birthday in March. And I know it's been a really long time since March, but I just haven't had the chance to pick it up as of yet. Even though this book has been on my wish list for a very long time, and I thought I would have read it as soon as I got it, but you know, life just happened. I did not get a chance. But again, it's the Pride month, so what better time to read this one. Now this book actually has everything that I like. I don't really know what the story is as much as the fact I know what the elements are. So it has diverse characters, it has all sorts of representation possible in terms of sexuality, it has enemies to lovers happening in here, and it has football. Now if you know me, I love all of those things and I look forward to books like these, and I think that I'm going to love it, but only time will tell, so I have to read it and then I'll get back to you. Now next up, I have a book that I picked as the book of the month for my book club. Yes, I run a book club called Chai and Books Book Club. All the information for my book club would be down in the description box below, including the sign up form and all the potential questions that you may have about the book club and how it runs and how we read and what we read and etc, etc. So be sure to check that out. The book that I decided to pick up was Together Apart. Now this is a bunch of short stories, or an anthology as most people call it officially, and it is written by the most prominent and promising YA authors of the current times, including some of which are Rayut Sajni Patel, Rachel Lippincott, Bill Koningsberg, among others. It has 9 stories, but I think 3 of them are supposed to be LGBTQIA plus stories, and one of them is a gay story, whereas the other 2 are lesbian stories. I can be wrong, but I think that is what it is based on whatever synopsis I'd read. Now, this is very interesting because this book was written in the lockdown period when the COVID-19 pandemic was going on last year. So from the blurb, it definitely felt like a book that would appeal not only to me but also to all my readers who are there in the book club, and also because of the fact that the cover is really pretty. I'm not sure if the lighting is doing justice to the kind of pastel blue that the base has, but yes, it's gorgeous. Also, please note that Rachel Lippincott, who's the author of 5 Feet Apart, and Bill Koningsberg, who's the author of several LGBTQIA books, including The Music of What Happens, Openly Straight, joining us on the 26th of June for our book club discussion. So if you want to be a part of that, do go and sign up the form below. Now, the second last book that I have on my TBR is Coming Home by Rebecca J. Caffrey. Now, this is the second book in the Cherrington High trilogy duology series. I'm not aware of what the plans of the authors are for this one, but this was sent in by SRL Publishing UK, so I'm very thankful to them for this review copy. I actually haven't read the first book, but I have it on my Kindle, so I will be reading it and I will be getting back to you with that book, and then with obviously with this book as well, but I will read what the blurb of this one says. This year, Logan's in charge of the dormitory, of his future, and over his unresolved feelings towards Isaac. He holds the cards to stop his final year of high school going the way 7th grade did, and he has no desire for it to suck. Meanwhile, Isaac's trying to get the grips with the new university, new friends, and his sexuality. All he wants is to make his parents proud and fix all the problems he has caused last year. Not exactly light work. But when a homophobic sports team, Noah's brother, all the heartbreak of 11th grade and 400 miles stands in both their ways, will either of them achieve what they want this time around? Now, from the blurb, it sounds like these two people have a history and they are potential roommates, or they have been roommates. Now, I am actually looking forward to this book because A, the cover is beautiful, and 2, this sounds like a good rom-com that you can actually consume and look forward to. So why not? The last book that I have on my TBR is Heartbreak Boys by Simon James Green. Now, I had enjoyed Simon James Green's middle grade novel called Riley Beginner's Luck, and it was hilarious. I've also read Noah Can't Even by him, but it wasn't as amazing as I thought it would be. But I still wanted to go ahead and pick this one up because it has a fake dating trope in here. So you have 2 boys who recently have their respective breakups, and they decide to fake date one another so that their respective exes can be jealous of them and can see that they are living the best of their lives and they don't really have a lot missing out. So the problem with fake dating is that very soon one of the 2 parties involved starts feeling something for the other person more strongly, and we just sort of go from there, assuming that something very similar is also going to happen in here. But I'm still looking forward to it because it just gives me the perfect summer vibes. Like, looking at this book, it makes me realize that I have to read this in summer. If you're aware, June is supposed to be one of the hottest months in India because we are a tropical country, and if you are a tropical country, you are going to get a lot of sunshine. So this just has that vibe to it, and I thought that why not go ahead and finally pick it up. That's it. These are the 7 books that I'm really looking forward to read this Pride month, even though I read a lot of LGBTQIA fiction otherwise as well throughout the year. But during the Pride month, I think it's important to prioritize LGBTQIA books specifically because, you know, we are celebrating the empowerment of this diverse and beautiful and gorgeous community. So that's pretty much it. If you have read any of these books from my pile, then do let me know what your thoughts were. If you had to pick one of these from here, then which one would you choose and why? Do let me know down in the comment section below. And until then, bye.